channel. This is exciting because it's our first proper like sit down, ring light on in the flat. Like we've just been vlogging. This is our first. It actually feels really weird, do you think?
Yeah.
Having, like, the ring light and everything. So today we are going to film a little mukbang, as you've probably seen from the title, and it's going to be a Q&A of some moving questions, moving to London, things you guys have sent in. We're going to do it in 2 parts. So one part on Charlotte's channel, which we're going to go and film now. I thought I'd quickly introduce this so you can see what food we've got, and we're going to have to try and eat slowly.
Yeah. If you can.
I don't know if that's possible. So it'll probably be half gone in a minute, but we have gone for, what have you got?
I've got a Thai green curry with jasmine rice. It's my favourite meal at the minute. I'm addicted to them. I'm a creature of habit.
Is it? I don't know why.
Mine is actually, I just had a
Right.
little lick of mine.
I need some water. I've cooked some quinoa, I've got some prawns, some red pepper, and I've kind of got this like sweet chilli stir fry sauce on top. It's a bit of a mishmash, but it tastes pretty good on the fact that it's burning my mouth with spice. So yeah, we're going to film part 1 over on Charlotte's channel now, and then in a minute our bowl's going to be half full and we're going to finish the part 2 now.
Yeah.
Doesn't make any sense. Okay, so part 1 filmed and we can tuck back in. We've been trying to go so slow so we had food for my video. I've still managed to save a bit of food. I'm not gonna lie, my peppers are kind of manky and I think they might be gone off. So that's not a strong start, but the rest is lovely. How's yours?
So good.
No. Was this flat within or outside your price range? I think this is quite an interesting one because I do feel like our price range changed a bit.
Yeah.
So I would say our original price, this is about
200 more?
Yeah. But our original went up quite quickly. I think our original was a little bit unrealistic for what we were like actually looking for. You know,
yeah.
Like the original price.
Yeah.
We were like, oh, we should have in London, this is about how much we'd want it to be. Then we started looking at that much and we were like, we can't really get something that we want.
This one was and ended up being like in that right region really. It was already like just close to the region, so it was really
good.
I really still don't know how we managed to get this for this price still.
Quite a lot of the questions are about money, and I would just like to say that I think we got a pretty good deal on this because of the pandemic. Like I don't think we could have afforded this.
No.
If we weren't in the pandemic.
Yeah, if it was like a normal time.
Favourite things about moving to London, and then in brackets, except living with your best friend. I like that. That is the best bit. I cannot stress that every day we walk down the street.
The daily walks.
Oh my god, like we live in London, like it's just so mesmerising.
I don't think it'll wear off, like we're just both obsessed with it anyway. Like
whenever we visited we were always like this, and it's...
Some people think it's overhyped, but I literally think it's the best
place
on the planet.
Yeah. So, I feel like London is definitely not for some people. Like I feel like I also think that like I couldn't stand living in London.
Yeah.
Just not me.
It is busy, like it's just whether you prefer like a fast paced or slow paced lifestyle.
How long did it take for you to find the perfect flat? So I would say we seriously started looking, as in like
end of December, right?
Yeah,
like beginning of January.
Actually, like look, I would say like I was browsing in like November, but I was
like
it was like really half-heartedly doing it. I'm not gonna lie, like, if something came up, it would just go because I wasn't going to view them. Do you know what I mean? So I'd say end of December.
We started going in viewings in January basically, which I think is a sign that you're taking it way more seriously.
And then we signed, or we put our thing down for this a few days into February.
Yeah.
And then we moved in on the 16th.
Yeah, 16th. So once we'd actually...
A month-ish?
Yeah. Once we put our offer and stuff down, it was quite a quick turnaround, wasn't it? It was like 10 days. Yeah.
This is actually relating to another question, but we can just jump into this one. We had to pay 6 months up front for this because we're self-employed, which I think made our process quicker than it maybe would for like referencing checks normally, because we're kind of going, here's some money, instead of like actually getting them to check us out. Yeah. But obviously it's not ideal paying 6 months up front because
we're poor.
That's the most terrifying thing ever, and I literally now have nothing.
I have nothing to show for it, apart from a gorgeous flat in the middle of London.
Did you specifically want to live in a certain area, or did you just look at all flats in your price range?
We just narrowed. When we used Rightmove, by the way, that's one of my questions on my thing that I forgot to answer in mine, is what website were you using, and Rightmove was just like our go-to.
It's by far the like everyone I know uses Rightmove. Like I just think it's by far the easiest. My screen time on Rightmove was beyond the joke. I think I've actually on my stories about like my screen time around this time. Yeah. Because people basically said they spend like 2 hours a day on screen time, and I was like, oh, let me see how much mine is. And mine was 15 hours. Because I was just constantly on Rightmove looking at properties. I think it's like a bit of both. So we were definitely looking at our price range, but I was doing it in certain areas. Like I was thinking, oh, I'd just live there, right? I quite like to live there. Yeah, and you can even on Rightmove you can actually draw your area. So if you narrow it down, we did look all across at one point, but like when you narrow it down to roughly, you can actually like draw like what roads you want to include, what roads you don't want to include. So
yeah.
That's really handy. What was the most important thing when searching for a flat?
Most important thing? This is a hard one, isn't it? Because it's like, I don't think there's one most important thing.
Yeah, all things are like a bit important.
We just basically needed somewhere that was a decent location, that would, but the interior had to be like somewhat nice because of what we do. You know,
originally I wanted 2 bathrooms, we've gone for 1 now. And another thing was that we really wanted similar bedroom sizes, because some of them were like a single bed. That's like quite common, a single bed and a double bed, and neither of us wanted a single bed. So yeah, those
similar
were like
size rooms. Yeah,
and I actually was really
open kitchen plan,
yeah, like massively, because I just think it like links all the rooms together.
Yeah,
obviously that's what open plan is, but like I don't know, for even for filming and like just cooking and
it's just a nice space. It is, we keep saying it's like quite a small space, but it's like perfect for what we needed. And
we don't need that much space, and we love the location,
and we actually really appreciate now having that outdoor space within the like the private outdoor space, having like a terrace, balcony, whatever you want to call it, because we can just go out there for some fresh air without having to like venture out onto the streets. If we didn't on our radar originally, it was at one point.
Well, yeah, that's probably worth saying. So we were looking at the start, we did kind of cover this on Charlotte's one, but we were looking at apartments to begin with, and quite
like
a lot
building,
of them,
like building
what's
blocks.
called high-rise buildings, and a lot of them did have like little balconies that you could like, just step onto, if you know what I mean. But then when we started looking actually more in central London,
like houses and flats,
we realised that
that's obviously not common. Like,
yeah, so this was like one of the only houses we viewed that had this, and it wasn't like we saw this and we were like, oh my god, yes, balcony. Do you know what I mean? It wasn't like, I wasn't
just sort of like absorbing in each of the viewings.
And I was like, oh yeah, it's got a terrace, this one, that could be quite fun.
And it grew on us, and then we became obsessed with it.
Yeah, true. Is it as expensive in London as people think to rent a flat?
I'd say yeah. Well, like, just I haven't experienced it before, but I know from you saying it so many times that this is obviously a lot more than when you used to rent with your ex.
Yeah, so
it looks like I'm sorry, I've just got a really bad itch, but it looks like I'm itching my fanny.
Yeah, was it in yours that I said about the money thing?
Yeah, I think so.
So compared to Lincoln, when I had my flat in Lincoln, this is like, I'm paying more for my room here, like with you, like my rent is more than what me and my ex paid for our whole flat. I think when you put it like that, you realise how much London is compared to somewhere else, because it was a really nice flat, that flat, like a similar amount of space probably, well, 2 bathrooms, so it was actually had sort of a bigger space in a way, but didn't have a terrace though, did it? But yeah, like it is a lot of money. I think it's a little bit cheaper at the minute because of the pandemic. Like I do think they all seem to be getting reduced a little bit, but yeah, like it is a lot, but like I totally get why.
But location makes the price go up. Like the more central you are, obviously the price goes up, but
yeah, it is expensive, but like I would say 100% worth it.
Yeah, for like we just love it here.
Did you guys have to get a credit check, hoping to move in summer but no clue on it?
Yeah, well, our credit check went through instantly because of the situation with the money. Like, I don't think they bothered like properly checking.
Basically, normally they get your references, so they'll have like your job references, and you get it on like what's it called, like headed paper and everything like that. And you'll send in your like bank stuff and all of that jazz. But because we were paying, well, we're paying 6 months up front now, and then in 6 months we'll pay the other 6 months up front as well.
Can't wait.
Yeah, looking forward to that already. And yeah, so it kind of like cuts out a lot of the process, because obviously the whole reason they're doing the credit checks is to see if you are earning enough basically to move into the property. So yeah, not really the same way that you normally would, I guess. When you saw this flat, did you know it was the one?
So when we actually viewed this place,
say about the viewing struggle.
This is why I think it was like a miracle, not a miracle.
It was a miracle.
It was a miracle. No, like fate, sorry.
Basically, we went to viewings with one guy. This guy was taking us around some other viewings, and he took us somewhere we didn't really even...
We didn't want to be.
Yeah, but we were so like awkward as people. We couldn't like
say
get
we
away.
need to go, we need to go to the next viewing.
So basically, he made us late.
The next viewing.
He made us late.
And the guy on the phone who was supposed to be showing us this place was on the phone like, I'm gonna leave in a few minutes if you don't come and get...
It was horrible.
Yeah. And I was literally like...
It turned out to be really nice, but yeah, on the phone it was horrible.
And he was like, if you don't get here in a couple of minutes, like... I was actually shaking like this, like on the phone. Yeah. I was like, I really want to see this flat, like, because I'd seen it online and I thought, wow, I really like it. I think it has good potential.
It was quite quirky, like we knew that from the start. We liked the area. So basically we got here and he was showing somebody else around. And so we were waiting outside, catching our breath because we ran.
We sprinted from the station. I was out of breath. Yeah. I was literally so worried we weren't going to be able to see it.
Street, like, we were actually, I wish we could see us from
that's giving me the ick.
We're actually sprinting down the street, right? We got there and then he's like upstairs or whatever. So we were just on the side of the street, you know, looking around, thinking about the area. Also, bear in mind, we're also running with a mask on. So,
oh God.
Like, I was actually like getting really faint. Anyway. Because we were like, please don't go in that. I was like, we'll be really quick, like when we view it. We'll just have a quick look around. But the person was still moving out, so there was quite a lot of stuff in this flat.
So it made it seem a lot smaller, even smaller than it is.
And because we felt quite tense, because the man was kind of scaring me. Like, it was kind of attractive as well, which made it even worse. All of the people were attractive.
Yeah.
Every single flat we viewed.
Yeah.
Is that like a selling technique, maybe? Like, let's get the fitties to sell the flat. It worked.
That is the sole reason we picked this place, because Carrie fell in love with
the other one. I would have gone for the other one if I was going just on looks. I'd have gone for I still might text him. You've got his number on WhatsApp. I might text him, hey, found a flat, sorry it wasn't yours, gonna go for a drink. But yeah, so we did a viewing and everything, we videoed it. And to be honest, I didn't think that, oh my god, it's the one, but
pay you an agency fee another way.
I don't know why I just joined it, started winking. I didn't even know what you were gonna say. I was like, yeah. But I remember coming out of this and we were saying that that's definitely a very good option. Those were like our words. Like, I wasn't like, oh, we're gonna have that one, but I was like, oh, I could live there. London life. We saw another one that day and it was like a really similar vibe. We were like, yeah, we could definitely live here. It was slightly cheaper than this one, not a huge amount in it. Actually a little bit. And we put offers in for both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God. I gave my passport details to the other one I gave.
Yeah, so basically we decided on the other one, not this one. And because it was slightly cheaper, basically it was a lot bigger space, wasn't it? Like a
bigger space, more storage, and it was cheaper, so it doesn't really make sense for us to pick this one. But every time we went to go send the money or speak to them.
No, well, we did try and send the money.
Yeah, we did.
Text the woman. I was like, yeah, like we're ready to send the money. She was like, I've just left work, we'll do it in the morning. And by the morning we changed our minds.
Yeah. We just kept getting like, as soon as we were like, okay, we'll go for this one. Like,
all of the stats made sense for the other one. Like, it was big, there was loads of storage, it's on like a nice road and everything. I mean, this one's on a nice road, but like, I don't know, it was a really strong option. But it was just very
plain.
Lovely, but just very...
Whereas this is like a little bit fun, like more
a little bit personality. Do you know people, I hate people who say this, but a little bit character.
Oh, but yeah, it does. All down to the staircase.
I physically cannot explain to you how close the time, like, we just basically like, go from one to the other completely. I remember my dad going, we're gonna have to choose soon. It's like, you're gonna have to choose soon. I thought, fuck off. But he was right, I did have to choose soon. Yeah, we used to just FaceTime. Do you remember how many times we just FaceTime like anything and we'd be like, yeah. And then we'd start swaying one way. Yeah. And we're like, no, actually I'm thinking the other way.
I wish we'd have filmed that. Like, I was having a serious brain dysfunction over it. Like, my brain was like sizzling up basically because of it.
I remember like going on a walk with my parents to like clear my head. Why do I think I'm such a main character? Like, actually clear my head on a walk. And I got back and I thought, well, fuck, the walk hasn't even done it. Like, how am I physically going to come to a decision? Like, one of them's going to have to go off the market. I was saying to you, I remember saying, I hope somebody puts in an offer before us on one of them so I don't have to make the decision, which is pathetic.
It seems so weird now thinking, because obviously I wanted this one.
Yeah, I can't believe we were going to... The other one was nice, but it just wasn't this, basically. Yeah. I love this flat. I'm already sad that we're 2 weeks now.
Yeah, we've been like 11 months and 2 weeks left.
Yeah.
No normal people do this. Do they?
Last one.
Last little onesie.
But you might
get
have
your
to
onesies
wait.
on.
You might have to wait for it. How much do you...
Oh, that is literally the most asked question, isn't it?
Like, actual figure. We did say whether or not we were going to say this, and it's not like
we don't want to sound like a dick as well. Like, this is how much I pay for them. Like, it's just not something I just want to like throw out there as
I mean, a lot of you seem quite interested, to be fair, but we said, you know, it's probably the kind of thing that will come up in a shot it, which is what's coming up, or something like that. So maybe we'll say, but maybe we won't. Who knows? Maybe we'll
tequila.
Tequila. No, we don't. Gin.
I actually would love tequila.
Won't say the price for now, but
you will probably
it's
find out
just
at
kind
some
of within
point.
our price range, basically.
Yeah.
So that is.
Or will you?
Or will you? Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed a little kind of insight. If there's anything else you want to know, literally just DM us. And if you are moving soon, good luck with everything. We know it can be stressful because we were literally ripping our hair out at one point, but you will get there and it'll be worth it. If you haven't already seen part 1 over on Charlotte's channel, go and check that out because we answered some different questions and something might come up that you juicy questions. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. See you soon for another vid. Bye girls.
And boys.
Bye boys. Bye boys. Bye Harry. The estate agent.
And Styles.
And Styles. On that note.